Every year, one day is set aside for people across the country to come together and plant trees.
We're just putting in a day of service, caring for the trees.
National Arbor Day is celebrated every April and is a day dedicated to the nation's trees. This year, hundreds of volunteers came out for the holiday in Massachusetts.
What we do today will affect the generations who enjoy the trees in years to come. I mean, a lot of these trees were planted 100 years ago, the big ones that we're enjoying today, and caring for some of these smaller ones like you see behind me really ensures their health into the future for generations to come.
For Arbor Day 2013, the City of Boston organized volunteer work to be done in the Boston Common. Workers from arborist and landscaping companies volunteered their time in the park.
We just want to create awareness around for people to know that, the trees do need the help, they do need the care, and it doesn't take much, but that's why we're here.
This year, instead of planting, the crews worked on maintaining the trees already in the common.
In a city setting, they grow a lot differently than they do in the forest. They need to have deadwood taken out. They tend to grow a lot thicker because they don't have a lot of competition. So sometimes you need to thin some of the branches out so the trees will grow better.
According to some of the arborists in the common, trees contribute to the city in many ways. They help keep the city cooler in the summer, absorb some of the carbon humans contribute to the atmosphere, and retain rainwater the city would otherwise have to find a way to drain.
I can't imagine a common in Boston like this without any trees on it.
It helps break up all the cement and all the buildings, and it's a nice green space. And there have been people here all day long milling about, watching us playing with their dogs, jogging. It's just a great spot for people to be able to come to.
Keeping the city of Boston green and its trees healthy is not an easy task, and Arbor Day isn't the only day that work is done. The city has workers dedicated to keeping the trees healthy all year long. Tabitha White is a tree planting coordinator for the city of Boston. She works year-round taking care of the city's trees and deciding where and when new trees should be planted.
I think the most important part of my job would be satisfying the residents and getting as many trees in to the street as possible.
Residents can request to have a tree planted in front of their home or business through the Parks and Recreation Department. When a request is made, White visits the site to see if it meets all department requirements and to decide what tree species would work best.
Everybody's got a different story about why they did or didn't like the tree, so it's kind of playing off of that and trying to figure out how we can get a tree in for them.
The Grow Boston Greener initiative is another way the city is encouraging tree planting. The program hopes to increase tree canopy cover in the city with a goal of planting 100,000 trees in Boston by 2020.
I'm trying to get the bigger canopy into the sidewalks. I'm trying to create a larger canopy for the city, so we want the bigger trees. So, I'm just constantly trying to slip them in where I can. But
From bringing beauty to Boston's neighborhoods to benefiting the environment, the city's trees play an important role in the lives of all who live here, and Bostonians play an important role in keeping it that way. For BUTV 10, I'm Kelsey Cote.